Do you think your morning dizziness and brain fog are just normal signs of aging? Stop believing this dangerous myth. As a brain doctor, I'm shocked by how many seniors ignore the real cause. It's not your age. It's your blood silently thickening overnight because of what you're not drinking before bed, quietly raising your stroke risk while you sleep. But you can fix this tonight. I'll reveal 4 natural nighttime drinks that act as a night watchman to clear your arteries. Stay with me because drink number 1 is completely free and it will shock you. Did you know that nearly 1/3 of all strokes occur while we are sleeping or immediately after waking up? It sounds terrifying, but there is a clear biological reason behind it. During the quiet hours of the night, as your body rests, your heart rate slows and your blood pressure naturally fluctuates. If your body lacks the right nutrients and hydration, your blood loses water through your breath and sweat, becoming thicker, heavier, and stickier, almost like sludge. This stagnation is the perfect environment for a blood clot to form deep in your narrowed arteries. I have treated countless patients, proud veterans, retired teachers, and loving grandparents, who went to bed feeling perfectly healthy, only to wake up confused, their speech slurred or unable to move one side of their body. They sit in my office and ask, "Doctor, is this just what happens when you get old?" The answer is absolutely not. Your age is not the enemy here. The real enemy is poor nighttime circulation. The good news? You have the power to stop this process tonight. By consuming specific natural ingredients before you sleep, you can actively relax your blood vessels, prevent clots, and keep a steady flow of rich oxygen pumping to your brain until morning. Today, we are counting down 4 powerful, life-saving nighttime drinks that will protect your brain from the inside out. As always, please remember to consult your primary care doctor before making any major changes to your diet, especially if you are currently taking prescription medications. Are you ready to take back control of your health while you sleep? If you find this information valuable, please type 1 in the comments below to let me know you're with me. Let's dive right into our countdown. With secret number 4. I like to call this the energy-releasing elixir, a fresh, powerful blend of pomegranate and beetroot juice. When we age, our blood vessels naturally lose some of their youthful elasticity. They become stiffer, narrower, and less capable of expanding when blood needs to flow quickly. Now imagine lying flat in your bed for 7 or 8 hours. Gravity is no longer helping push blood down, and your heart has to work differently to pump oxygen-rich blood up into your brain. If your vessels are stiff, this is where circulation slows down and the danger begins. But what if you could naturally unlock and widen those vessels, releasing a steady flow of energy and oxygen before your head even hits the pillow? This is exactly what this elixir does. Both of these powerful red foods are packed with natural dietary nitrates. When you drink them, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a biological master key. It sends a signal to the smooth muscles inside your arteries, telling them to relax and open up. This gentle widening ensures that even while you are deep in sleep, oxygen flows freely and steadily into the fragile tissues of your brain. I recently treated a 68-year-old veteran named Robert. For months, Robert woke up every single morning feeling heavy-headed and dizzy. He told me, "Doc, I guess my brain is just getting old." I asked him to make one simple change. Drink a small half glass of freshly squeezed beetroot and pomegranate juice about 2 hours before bed. Within a few weeks, Robert called my office thrilled. The morning dizziness was gone. His brain was finally getting the nighttime oxygen it had been starving for. But I must give you a very strict warning here. Do not go to the grocery store and buy bottled, heavily processed juices. Most of those are packed with refined sugars or artificial syrups. Drinking pure sugar before bed will cause a massive spike in insulin, triggering inflammation in the exact blood vessels we are trying to heal. You must use fresh, whole ingredients or a high-quality organic powder with 0 added sugars. This simple juice can do wonders for your blood flow. But what if you could pair it with something that actively prevents the blood from sticking together in the first place? Wait until you see our next item. It is a common, inexpensive snack you probably already have in your pantry, but the way you prepare it changes everything. If you are still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 3, Moving closer to our number one spot, let's uncover secret number 3. I like to call this the natural artery shield, a simple handful of soaked walnuts and almonds. Have you ever noticed how walnuts actually look like little human brains? Nature has a funny way of showing us exactly what foods are meant to heal us. For older adults, keeping the blood flowing smoothly through the neck arteries is a matter of life and death, especially during the dangerous early morning hours between 3 and 6 a.m. when blood pressure naturally spikes. This is exactly where this powerful nighttime habit comes in. Eating a small handful of these soaked nuts before you sleep. Why these 2 specific nuts? Walnuts are incredibly rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which actively reduce inflammation and plaque buildup in your blood vessels. Almonds, on the other hand, are packed with magnesium. Magnesium is nature's ultimate relaxant. It helps soothe and dilate the arteries in your neck, ensuring they do not constrict and cause a sudden, dangerous blood pressure surge while you dream. But here's the secret that most seniors miss. You cannot just eat them straight out of the bag. As we age, our digestive systems naturally slow down. Raw nuts contain a compound called phytic acid, which can actually block your aging body from absorbing these life-saving nutrients. By soaking a few walnuts and almonds in a glass of water overnight, you break down that phytic acid. You are essentially pre-digesting them and unlocking the nutrients, making them instantly ready to shield your brain while you sleep. However, I must issue a very serious warning right now. Never, under any circumstances, eat heavily salted or roasted nuts right before bed. Consuming that much sodium late at night will force your body to retain water, increasing your blood volume and actively spiking your blood pressure, doing the exact opposite of what we want. Always choose raw, unsalted nuts and soak them yourself. And as always, if you have any severe digestive issues or strict dietary restrictions, please check with your doctor before adding them to your nightly routine. Now, nuts are a fantastic protective shield, but what if you could drink a soothing tea that naturally prevents your blood cells from clumping together in the dark? Our next item does exactly that, but it comes with a massive warning for anyone currently taking prescription medications. If you are finding these tips eye-opening, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's look at point number 2. We are down to our number 2 spot, and I like to call this the natural blood-thinning tea, a soothing cup of chamomile infused with a slice of fresh ginger. As the night deepens, your body's circulation naturally slows down. For a younger person, this is completely fine. But for an aging brain with narrowed arteries, this sluggish blood flow is the perfect recipe for a silent clot. What if you could drink a warm, calming tea that actively stops your blood cells from sticking together while you sleep? Let me explain why this powerful combination works so well. Ginger is a powerhouse root that contains natural chemical compounds called salicylates. These are the exact same natural compounds that aspirin is derived from. When consumed in small natural amounts, ginger acts as a gentle blood thinner, preventing platelets from clumping together and forming dangerous clots in your neck and brain. On the other hand, chamomile plays a completely different but equally vital role. Many seniors suffer from high cortisol levels at night, the stress hormone that causes blood vessels to tighten and spasm. Chamomile naturally lowers this cortisol, keeping your arteries wide, relaxed, and open. I once had a patient, a retired nurse named Margaret, who suffered from horrible sleep anxiety and frequent morning headaches. We introduced a simple tea into her nightly routine. Not only did her sleep improve dramatically, but her morning headaches caused by restricted blood flow to her brain completely vanished. But listen to me very carefully right now. This brings me to a massive critical warning. Because ginger is so incredibly effective at thinning the blood naturally, if you are currently taking any prescription blood thinners, like warfarin, Plavix, or Eliquis, you absolutely must speak to your doctor before adding ginger to your diet. Combining natural blood thinners with prescription medications can thin your blood too much and cause dangerous internal bleeding. Never mix the two without professional medical guidance. Now we have finally reached our number 1 nighttime habit. It is completely free. You already have it sitting in your kitchen right now, and it solves the absolute biggest, most dangerous hidden cause of morning strokes. If you are still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's unveil our final point. And finally, we have reached our number one spot. I like to call this the ultimate nighttime savior, a simple, warm cup of lemon water. Have you ever stopped drinking water after 5 p.m. just to avoid waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom? It is a very common habit among older adults. You think you are protecting your sleep. But what if I told you that this exact habit is the single biggest, most dangerous hidden cause of early morning strokes? Here is what most seniors do not realize. When you stop drinking liquids early in the evening, your body enters a state of mild dehydration. As you sleep, you continue to lose moisture simply by breathing and sweating. By 4 or 5 a.m., your blood has lost critical fluid volume. It changes from a smooth, fast-flowing river into thick, sluggish mud. Your aging heart has to pump twice as hard to push this thick sludge up into your brain. This severe stagnation is exactly when and where deadly clots form. The absolute best way to save your brain from this overnight drought is sitting in your kitchen right now. A simple half cup of warm water with a fresh squeeze of lemon, taken exactly 1 hour before you go to sleep. Why warm lemon water? First, warm water is absorbed rapidly by your body. It immediately hydrates your cells and thins your blood without requiring you to drink a massive, bladder-filling amount that will keep you up all night. Second, fresh lemon provides a crucial dose of natural potassium. Potassium is a vital mineral scientifically proven to relax the walls of your blood vessels and help stabilize your blood pressure while you dream. I will never forget Arthur, a 74-year-old grandfather who was terrified of nighttime bathroom trips. He purposely dehydrated himself every single evening. As a result, he suffered from constant morning brain fog, dizziness, and numbness in his hands. Classic warning signs that his brain was suffocating for oxygen. I told him, "Arthur, you don't need to drink a gallon, just half a small cup of warm lemon water." He made this tiny adjustment. Within a week, his morning brain fog completely lifted, and he didn't wake up to use the bathroom any more than usual. Do not fear hydration. A small, warm cup of lemon water is your brain's ultimate defense against the dangerous thickening of blood. It is a tiny promise to your heart that you will keep the river flowing until morning. The 30-day brain protection plan and final warning. Now that you know these 4 life-saving nighttime drinks and habits, how do you actually start without feeling overwhelmed? I want to challenge you to a simple 30-day nighttime plan. Please do not try to do all of these at once. For the first week, simply start with the easiest habit. Drink half a small cup of warm lemon water exactly 1 hour before you sleep. Pay attention to how your body feels when you wake up. Notice how that heavy, groggy morning brain fog begins to lift. In the second week, you can introduce a small handful of soaked walnuts, or perhaps replace your evening coffee with that soothing ginger and chamomile tea. Small, consistent steps build the strongest armor for your brain. But before we finish, I must give you my final, most important warning as a doctor, the one rule you must never, ever break. These natural foods and drinks are incredibly powerful protectors, but they are not replacements for your prescription medications. If your doctor has prescribed you blood pressure pills, cholesterol medication, or blood thinners, you must never skip a dose, and you must never throw them away believing a glass of juice is enough to save you. The absolute greatest protection for your aging brain is the combination of smart, natural nutrition and modern medicine working together. Always, always talk to your primary care doctor before making any major changes to your routine. You have worked hard your entire life. You have raised families, built careers, and earned your rest. You deserve to wake up every single morning with a clear mind, a steady body, and the independence you cherish. Your age is not a countdown. It is simply a reminder to protect what matters most. You hold the power to protect your brain, and that protection begins tonight.